Clutch. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Round for any help on that break.
So low, all the way. How about that for a little bit of a glimmer?
I'm going to let it slide.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got the lead back up to 10 now for Cleveland. Knocked away. Here's Burks. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And Verejao kicks to Williams. Here's Mr. Clutch. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Damari Carroll comes in for Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams. The shot by Carroll no good. Hornets trail by 13. Stripped it away. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the shot is good. Mr. Clutch has got 20.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Here's Jefferson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's Mozgov. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Number 1, fourth, Freak.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 18. Screen by Jefferson. Jones drives in. Sweet little floater.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Hornets trail by 18. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He finished with 39 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
That's good. Burks has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Clarkson following the three-pointer by Freak. From downtown, and it's the Hornets another 3.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Kevin Love. Charlotte also making some changes. Allen comes in for Terrence Jones. And it's Lamb in there for Alec Burks. Here's Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 25, and he gets it to go.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Lamb. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And, Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
A different look now for Cleveland. Smith comes in for DeMar Carroll, and Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Charlotte also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist, and it's Kemba Walker in for Jordan Clarkson.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number one.
Walker with it. Williams picks him up. Batum, the shot's good on the assist by Walker. Batum's got his first points of the game.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 29 points. Oh!
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Walker the pass to Allen. Here's Lamb. Off target with his three. Here's Mr. Clutch. From deep three-point range, and no good trying to get that one. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Cleveland ahead, up 19. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I control the paint. Yo, I'm always controlling the paint. Just natural to me. High school, I control the paint. In college, I control the paint. Even when I work in the hardware store, you know what? I control the paint section. That's what I did.
Kevin, back to you.
Welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Mr. Clutch. 31 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Jefferson. Eichel, Kid Gilchrist out there with Jones. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Clarkson in at the one spot. Here's Mr. Clutch. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Well, wide open look for Love. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now, here's Jefferson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That one on Mozgov. The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one drops.
Oh my God, they just got the Al Jefferson. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Al Jefferson. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 37 points for Freak.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Clarkson dishes to Jones. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Jones has got 7 points. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. No good from Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Poked loose. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Let's take take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Freak number 1. And so here's Charlotte. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to. How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Move the ball. Kick it too much.
The stupendous finish in traffic. Mr. Clutch has got 8 here in the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Mozgov with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Kevin Love. For Charlotte, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He misses the free throw for the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Verejao. Bennett comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Irving. Charlotte also making some changes. Batum comes in for Terrence Jones, and Walker subbed in for Burks. Mr. Clutch in at 2-guard. Anthony Tolliver out there with Bennett. Then there's Hicks, and it's Smith in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of them the entire way. There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Now here's Walker following the miss by Freak. Harris kicks to Bennett. Here's Mr. Clutch from the high post. He drills it. Mr. Clutch has got 43 points.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Now Walker dishes it to Jefferson. But he gets it back. 3 on the clock. A second chance effort. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Top of the key. And again, the basket from Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 14 points here in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. The shot's good for Mr. Clutch.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Clarkson. And the Hornets miss again.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
No good for Mr. Clutch. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And Kidd-Gilchrist gets it to go in.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
1:51 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Mr. Clutch. The Hornets pull it in. Batum's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Clarkson. He kicks it to Jefferson. Great defense that time for Mr. Clutch. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and On the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And beyond the actual result of
that's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure
Hey,
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Clarkson. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Mr. Clutch. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Puts it up from 12. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And here's Cleveland. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Clarkson. 3-on-3. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Wide open shot is on the money. Here's Mr. Clutch from deep. Off on that one. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right guys on this victory and win game 3. You can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. This team really looked good tonight. What was the key out there?
I mean, our penetration was unbelievable tonight. Everybody was penetrating the ball we wanted.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Well, the players are where you're really tested. His performance tonight was an example of the kinds of performances you got to string together to win championships. I liked his attitude. He had poise, desire, an edge. He had it all going on the whole game, Ernie.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
And that's a wrap. For Shaq, Kenny the Jet, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you for more of the NBA Conference Finals as the series continues. Good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello out there and welcome everybody to 2K Sports. The location has changed for Game 3 of these conference finals, but the teams are the same, which would make sense in a series, including our team. We're the same. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Charlotte Hornets at Time Warner Cable Arena. Taking a look at the Hornets, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. Well, after losing the first 2 games on the road, the alarm bells starting to sound. Would you agree, Kenny, that this is a crucial game for them if they're going to battle back in the series?
Yeah, some guys play much better at home than they do on the road. So they need some home cooking tonight, and this crowd has got to give them a big burst of adrenaline.
You know, if you listen to everybody else, especially the so-called experts, they think it's over. But they're not out of it yet, Ernie. Yes, they're up against the ropes, but it's only one thing to do, Kenny. Come out swinging, knockout blow. Tonight is a game they got to win at all costs.
Very, I would say that it sounds like you guys have been there and done that when you discuss being in this situation in a series.
You know what? I just used to hate some of my teammates that only play well at home. You know, some of them need to wear their practice home jersey under their away jersey so we can get some wins on the road.
Well, I'm actually 1-5 with being down 0-2. I've been swept 6 times.
Hey, congratulations to you.
The last time in Dallas in the finals, we were down 0-2 and we came back to win the finals. So
Houston did it in the finals. Oh, that was us.
Well, so what are you saying? You just give up when you're down 0-2?
No, I didn't give up.
Okay, good. Whatever.
In the words of jocks across America, I got mine.
Time for tip-off as we send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And I heard you talking about the finals, Kenny.
Here at the Time Warner Cable Arena, Eastern Conference Finals action. Boy, in a 2-0 series thus far. Who will take Game 3? We're going to find out here live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on her sideline. Look at the Hornets. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
And an opportunity here to change the momentum of this series. The odds are stacked against them after losing those first 2 on the road. But now in their building, their fans, it's their chance to get back into it.
Simply do or die time. I mean, they can't be discouraged by the 2 losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The most important game is the current game. The crowd isn't discouraged, and we can feel that. Just listen to them. They're going at it in here.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Mr. Clutch out there with Irving, and it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. And so here's Charlotte. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Here's Irving after Al Jefferson scored. Irving, and he gets it to go. Irving's got his first 2 points.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Screen by Jefferson. Burks in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Jones, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night. Cavaliers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Irving against Walker. Irving passes to Love, and Jones sends it back. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Burks. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Here's Irving. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I was able to talk with Charlotte's head coach for a moment. He had the demeanor you might expect from a coach in this situation. After dropping the first two in hostile territory, he recognizes the task they have in front of them. He said, we didn't get it done on the road, and now we have to take care of business at home. Simple as that. Let's see how it plays, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Love kicks to Mozgov. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
One shot, Jim.
Free throw no good for Irving. Here's Mr. Clutch. Burks covering. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mr. Clutch. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Screen by Jefferson. Jones, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Freak number 1. Hornets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. The pass to Burks. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Burks has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'll tell you what, post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has. They've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now, here is Irving. And that is good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Walker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Irving drives in. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Walker dishes to Burks. The shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Mr. Clutch. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds.
It's unusual to see this from him. 3 turnovers already?
You know, I like the aggression, but he's really forcing the issue right now. He's got to just settle down and get back to the game plan.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Gobert, he's checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Jones. And it's Clarkson in for Kemba Walker. Here's Burks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Burks has got 9.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Charlotte leading by 3. Clarkson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Dishes it to Burks. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that one's good, Irving. He's got 6.
Now we're really seeing him pound that ball inside.
6 straight points in the paint. They're making their presence felt.
Now, here's Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And he makes the first. Charlotte making some changes. Lavoy Allen comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Alec Burks. Then for the Cavaliers, Smith comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Mr. Clutch, it's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Mr. Clutch has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered closely. The Hornets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Here's Mr. Clutch for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Hornets lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets base team.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Love and Verjao are up front. Williams is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He ended up with 50 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And he gets it to go.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Some changes for Charlotte. Jones checked in for Lavoy Allen. And it's Kemba Walker in for Clarkson. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Walker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Lets the 3 fly. Another triple for Mr. Clutch. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told his guys their offense needed to run through Mr. Clutch. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Burks comes in for Lamb. Irving's checked in for Cleveland. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the first...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets base.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again.
So some fantastic numbers for Burks. He's got 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Terrence Jones. And there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Jefferson. In at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Hornets' 5. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
They double him with Irving. Screen by Jefferson. He lobs it up.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Irving against Walker. Screen by Jones. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Irving, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Terrence Jones. The Cavaliers have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. That one drops. He ties it up. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The baseline jam. No good. Great D that time from Love.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark. No doubt about it.
Burks kicks to Jefferson. It's stolen by Carroll. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Walker's shot is off.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Back to Love. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Jones sets the pick for Kidd-Gilchrist. With the floater, rejected by Mozgov.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
It's a pick by Love. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Love. Kicks to Mozgov. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Kyrie Irving, number 1. 4th, Freak.
Well, these two guys are consistent producers. I mean, they've had excellent playoff runs so far. The crowds get louder, and on every shot, it's got to be hard to maintain your concentration, but these guys find a way to do it.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Lavoy Allen comes in for Al Jefferson. And it's Lamb in there for Walker. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Damari Carroll. Mr. Clutch is checked in for Harris. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good from Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points for the quarter.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Clarkson with the ball. He's against Williams. Shot's good by Clarkson.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Williams passes to Mr. Clutch. 1:07 left here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Knocked loose. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown there. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
There's the screen. Clarkson with the ball. Williams picks him up. 5 to shoot. Clarkson with the ball. He's against Williams. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 21. Stolen by Allen. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Clarkson. From deep. Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Cleveland leading by 9, all fueled up and ready.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, and they're cruising right now, looking to add to the lead.
The Cavaliers leading by 13.
You got it.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. There's the feed to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. The dish now to Mozgov. 6 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 31 points for Freak.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. Outside, Jones. And it's Walker penetrating. And it's Walker again missing. The Cavaliers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. This one for 3. No good from Mr. Clutch. Hornets trail by 15. And Walker kicks to Burks. Knocks down the 3-ball.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Burks covering.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Mr. Clutch has got 33 points. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Hornets said to his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Cavaliers leading by 14.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Left side, Irving. Love the pass to Mr. Clutch. Burks with the steal. To the inside, Jefferson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Now Walker. Jones up top. He's guarded by Love. Here's Burks. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mr. Clutch has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Irving kicks to Love. He dishes it to Carroll. And there's the pass to Mr. Oh!
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and the wrist breaker.
Outrageous, guys.
And Walker kicks to Burks. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Charlotte making a switch here. Go Bears check in. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. He kicks to Burks. Just 4 to shoot. And again, the Hornets missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tolliver comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for DeMarre Carroll. Young is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Good.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
1:33 left in the fourth. Here's Mr. Clutch.
And now we can start talking about game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Mr. Clutch. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Just a fantastic game for Mr. Clutch. He's got 44 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Lamb. Rebounded by Mr. Clutch.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Smith the pass to Mr. Clutch. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Tolliver with the bucket.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
Releases. Can't connect. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
And thanks for watching tonight's coverage of the NBA Conference Finals, and there's more coming your way. For Shaq, for Kenny, Ernie Johnson. See you later, everybody.
stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
Came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them. Please stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
Came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them. Please stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
Came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them. Please stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
Came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them. Please stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament.
frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them. They stopped responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them. They stopped responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, NBA playoff fans. We're about to start Game 4 of the conference finals here on 2K Sports. Shaq's here. The Jet is here. I'm Ernie Johnson. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets at Time Warner Cable Arena. Taking a look at the Hornets, a withering loss in Game 3. They'll have to play much better tonight. We'll see if they can steady themselves and get it done. And after losing the first 3 games of the series, certainly not the position they'd hoped to find themselves in as we approach Game 4, needless to say. Now looking for a win simply to stave off elimination. So what's the mindset, Jet?
Man, this is where your pride's got to kick in. Are you kidding me? You cannot get swept. This is where you have to dig in, dig down deep. Are you going to win the series? Probably not. But you cannot get swept.
Kenny and I know this for a fact. Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. How they respond tonight, Kenny, will tell me something about this team. The home fans will show up, but the question is, will the team show up? Do they want to go fishing, or do they want to go to the next game?
Looks like a fishing trip.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. And now we head down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
There's a buzz in the air here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Hi again, we welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. This series right now lopsided 3-zip. Can a comeback attempt be made? Or will we see a team advance to the finals? Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking A look at Charlotte. They're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
And in a lot of ways, I feel like the pressure could be off. I mean, you're down 3-0. Nobody's expecting anything from you at this point. They can just go out and let it fly.
I agree with you. I mean, that's exactly right. You've got to win this game. You're down 3-0. Play freely, play confidently, and let it all hang out.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Irving is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Carroll in at the threesome. It's tipped. Jacks up a three. Another three for Cleveland.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
On defense, Cleveland. 6-point game. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Here's Kid Gilchrist following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Burks in the corner. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. And the Cavaliers with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Love outside. Irving with it. Here's Mozgov. Here's Mr. Clutch. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Mr. Clutch has got 10.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now, here's Clarkson. Jefferson, a screen on Irving. Clarkson kicks to Jones. Can't hit. Great D that time from Love.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Clarkson. The drive by Love. Good.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Now here's Jones. Now Kid Gilchrist to the middle. Deflects the pass. They're running. Here's Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Kyrie Irving, number 1. 4th, Freak.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor.
Gobert, he's checked in for Al Jefferson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jones. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Kemba Walker is checked in for Clarkson. And then for Cleveland, Smith comes in for DeMarre Carroll, and Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. And here's Walker. Following the three-pointer by Freak, layup off the pick. And it's Jones laying it in. Jones has got his second bucket. Here's Mr. Clutch. Burks covering. Pick by Verajao. Williams attacking. Nice job coming off that screen.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now, here's Walker. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Covered by Smith. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Williams against Walker. Floats one. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure. He was going to pull the trigger.
Love outside. Here's Mr. Clutch. Burks covering. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. Passes to Mr. Clutch. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Burks' shot is good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Lots of room. And Jones pulls it down.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. And you know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Got it! Got it! What a shot!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your rematch. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jefferson. Terrence Jones comes in for Allen. Alec Burks checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Walker subbed in for Clarkson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejao checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for DeMarre Carroll. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Harris. Young is subbed in for Irving. So on the floor for Cleveland, Love and Varejao are up front. Mr. Clutch out there with Young. And it's Smith in at the 3. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He finished with 45 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Picked by Verejao. Smith outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 5. And Walker kicks to Batum. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Burks covering. Here's Mr. Clutch. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Walker out to the right wing. Uncovered. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Burks. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the pass to Love. He kicks to Verejao. That's in there. Love with the assist. Verejao's got his second basket of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
11 seconds left here in the second. The dish to Burks. Wide open. And the jumper is on the mark. Burks has got 4 this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Mr. Clutch. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
Okay, guys, everybody pay close attention to what I've got to say, because I want to see us close out this series right here, right now, tonight. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. Let's not mess around. We got a chance to lock this series up right here. Now let's do it.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Mr. Clutch. He has 20 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
Hornets trail by 5. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Jones in at the 4 slot. So that's the Hornets 5. Takes a 3. And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot from Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got his team on the board first here in the second half for Cleveland. Screen by Jefferson. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Misses from close range.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Now, here's Clarkson. Covered by Irving. Clarkson dishes to Jefferson. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Irving passes to Mr. Clutch. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Timeout. Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Hornets trail by 10. Clarkson kicks to Jones. Pass to Burks. That's tipped. And they're running.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. To end the run. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night. Cleveland leading by 10. Back to Irving. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And then for Charlotte, Gobert, he's checked in for Jefferson. Allen comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Walker subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Damari Carroll. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Devin Harris. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Launches a 3. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers leading by 16. 1:03 left in the third. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Gobert, the screen. And Lamb kicks to Gobert. The 3. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by Walker. That's 7 points for Lamb.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
It's stolen by Allen. Lamb dishes to Walker. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. A shot by Batum, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
5 on the clock. Smith the pass to Mr. Clutch. Gobert pulls it in.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 15. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
On your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Hip hop is separated.
The Cavaliers leading by 15, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Irving is out there with Mr. Clutch, and it's Carroll in at the small forward. And that one's good. And that's now 29 points for Freak.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's the screen. Clock at 4. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Mr. Clutch. Well, Cleveland shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Jones with the screen on Irving. Outside, Jones. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost them.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets team.
And the Hornets with possession here. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Jones with the screen on Irving. Clarkson kicks to Jefferson. Feeds it to Burks. Will it go? And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Timeout, please. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Here's Irving. The feed now to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Jones with the screen on Irving. Here's Clarkson. Buries it from 3-point range.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
The shot's good for Mr. Clutch.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Screen by Jones. It's stolen. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And good on the basket. Book it.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And it's the Hornets, another three.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
The Cavaliers leading by 22. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Mr. Clutch off target from outside.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Here's Jefferson. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mr. Clutch has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Lets it go from deep. Cleveland the rebound.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Here's Burks. The Cavaliers pull it in. Irving passes to Mr. Clutch. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Mr. Clutch has got 41.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
1:32 left to play in the final quarter. And that one's good.
And just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for the Cavaliers.
And Clark, they really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Most definitely. They shot the ball extremely well. It's a game to be proud of.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Mr. Clutch. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
The Cavaliers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. From the arc. And Jones pulls it down. The Hornets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Snatched away. Here's the break. Fires the three. The Hornets pull it in. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist with the ball and a missed layup. Irving passes to Mr. Clutch. Three-pointer. Count it.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
That's it. They've won the series.
And you can see the elation on their faces. I mean, not just happiness, but pure excitement and joy to be headed to the NBA Finals.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
Yeah, and so close. I mean, they can practically taste it right now, but it's not going to be easy. Those next 4 wins are going to be the most difficult of the season if they can get them. But no matter what happens, I think the accomplishment of winning the conference championship is something this franchise and its fans will always remember.
And they'll represent the East in a final series that's mere days away. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
was intense.
Advance them, they stopped responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this.
Advance them, they stopped responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. And getting through, definitely have some fans here. Staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went. You don't want to miss this. Heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how 7 hours of work
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Two teams, only one ring. Welcome to the finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith here to tip off the final chapter in this year's NBA story. It's game one of the finals. And the series tonight takes place in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Checking out Oklahoma City. After a 6-game series in the conference finals, they now turn to the task at hand. One more team standing between them and an NBA championship. And here we go, the NBA Finals. Two contenders, only one will hoist the championship trophy. Kenny, you've been in this position before. What are your nerves like at this point?
You know what? You're a little exhausted, Ernie, from everything that led up to this, but you're also rejuvenated because you know you just got one matchup left.
And this is everything you work for the whole season. You're here on a mission, and the mission's not complete until you get it done.
And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
Let's go out there and let's take it.
You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. You look at the Cavaliers, the top seed, possessing home court advantage, and they're looking to come out and make a statement here in this first game.
A long and winding road to get to the NBA Finals. I mean, their great work along the way has given them home court advantage. They don't want to squander it here now.
The expectation is that they're going to do just that. I mean, they've been a strong team all season. They're tough to beat in an opponent's building, never mind their own. And with the excitement surrounding the finals, it'll make this place that much more intimidating.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Mayo out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Jordan in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Pulls up. And another. Once again, shot good from Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got his second bucket of the night. Cleveland on defense. Westbrook dishes to Mayo. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Ibaka with the screen on Carroll. Unloads. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Mayo. The shot's good from Love.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Westbrook against Irving. And Westbrook, here we go. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Freak.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass. I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Jet.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful team.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Jordan the screen to the inside. They get a hand on it. Osgood with the steal. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And here we go. It's stolen by Ibaka. Right wing, Westbrook with a wide open look. Rebounded by Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now, this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Oh!
That's moving!
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for DeMarre Carroll, and Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. West comes in for Serge Ibaka, and Anthony Morrow subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Inside, here's Smith, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And he gets it to go.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Westbrook double-teamed. Here's Morrow. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Morrow's got it back down to single digits for the Thunder. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Love can't hit.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Down low. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Love.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Payne, he's checked in for the Thunder.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line. And really that's what built the early... lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Smith with the stop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here is Durant. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Durant kicks to Payne. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 17. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. He's just left the defender on the ground.
That is a highlight and a half, guys, or a highlight plus. Anytime you shake a guy out of his shoes like that, it's going to make the rounds for sure.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 12. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Both these teams battled hard to win their conference. We asked Freak about the importance of winning his first conference championship.
It's a big accomplishment for the team. It's a big testament to all our hard work this season. Oh, but we're not done yet.
You know, Clark, how long can teams celebrate a conference championship before moving on to the final?
Well, you've got to squeeze in some celebration. You want to realize what you've accomplished, but you can't loiter there. I mean, you've got to take your work serious.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Damari Carroll. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Mo Williams. Young is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jordan. West comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Mayo. West is out there with Anthony Morrow. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. In the corner, Mayo with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game. He ended up with 44 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just numbers that really jump. Out at you in a box score.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Varejao against Adams. Mozgov with the block.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Cleveland leading by 7. Here's Mr. Clutch. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Mr. Clutch has got 24.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Freak, number 1. Kevin Durant is second.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Here's Morrow, and it's Mayo again missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
West to screen on Smith. Morrow kicks to Westbrook. Inside, Adams. Nice D from Varejao.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
All right, guys, let's focus for a few minutes. We've earned the chance to be here, but we've got a job to do. We caught them napping on the break so many times. Great job attacking in transition. We own that part of the game. We did take advantage of their turnovers, I'll say that. And that was big for us. When they made a mistake and tried to give us points, we didn't let the chance slip by. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. We've come a long way for this. We've poured everything we have into getting into the finals. This is no time to let up. Let's play our best half of the season.